Hi, this is Marcus Toole, and it is March the 9th, and I'm with Margarita, who is the camera person today, and I am about to spray my Toole's heirloom plum tree for plum curculios. A plum curculio is a little beetle that's it's a type of weevil that lays its eggs inside a plum when it's brand new baby plum. And then when the egg hatch, it makes a worm that then eats the plum from the inside out. And we don't want them doing that. And so we have to spray them to keep that from happening here, especially here in southeast Georgia. The other thing is, some people, like commercial growers, use a systemic pesticide that they apply to the ground and the tree takes it up through the roots. I don't use that because that's the stuff that's been associated with the mass killings of bees. I use a contact pesticide called malathion, and of course this stuff has to be reapplied in theory every 2 weeks, but since my trees are so big I can't get the whole things, I do them every week because I know that some of these little bugs have gotten away by being too high up in the tree. So I'm about to start spraying. One of the things I try to do is kind of start downwind, on sort of the downwind side of the tree. I also have to be very careful so as to not, where I direct the spray, that I am spraying that I'm not spraying myself, and that as I continue to spray that I'm not getting into parts of the tree that's wet with pesticide. I want to cover as much of the tree as I can without spraying myself or getting pesticide on me or spraying my camera person. So I'm about to start in this process of spraying my plum tree for plum curculios.
Am I in a good spot?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't think the wind is... I'm not in a particularly good spot. Okay, let me get... One of the things is that the wind just loves to change directions on you. That's just what wind does. Whether you're fishing and trying to control a boat, or whether you're trying to spray a plum tree, the wind's going to change directions on you just as soon as you get situated for it to be going a certain way. Let's see here. Let me get in here. It would help if I had a taller ladder with a wider base. And I'm not a person who likes ladders very much. But this has to be done.
Great.
This tree looks really good. It's just loaded with little plums. And the plums look good too. Not just a bunch of them, but they're filling out nicely. And I've already sprayed this tree once this year, and I have not had much insect damage at all yet. So this is preventative. I did notice a couple of little caterpillars in the tree, and this malathion should get them as well. Let's see, you might want to get behind me so that you're not getting in the spray. Part of the hard part in all of this is manipulating the ladder in such a way where you can get to the plums without knocking plums off the tree that are below you with the ladder. Now in commercial orchards, plums are often grafted onto peach rootstock, and one of the reasons why they do that is so that the trees don't get this big. Because with a fruit tree this big, it's hard to spray it, and it makes it harder to get the fruit, and it makes it harder to maintain generally. But if a plum tree is on a plum root, while it gets bigger, it also lives longer. So it's a trade-off. So it's a bigger tree, harder to maintenance, but it will be a longer lived tree if it avoids getting disease. Now I'm going to have to pull this ladder just out a little bit so that I can get the... Let's see here. Come on here. Oh, what I have to do. Knock off plums, Marcus. What I wish I had was a sprayer with a really long wand. That would be really cool to have.
Low battery.
Well, shoot. Well, you get the idea. The last thing I'm going to do before the battery runs out is I spray the ground, and that gets any plum curculios that are emerging out of the ground, because they hibernate in the winter in the ground. So anyway, I'm going to continue spraying. We'll talk to you all later. God bless.